Hey everyone, taking a break from my bullshit job today to talk about one of my all-time favorite records, Martyr by Morning Agajn. For the Cape Cod people, you might recognize the Spinnaker price tag. Spinnaker Records being, along with Newbury Comics back in the day, one of the go-to spots for me picking up records. I mean, it was like some people went to church every week. I went and bought records. It was really hit or miss, as we all did back in the day, but this is one of my all-time favorites. This is the record that I think about whenever I think about, vegan, straight edge, metallic hardcore, even more than Earth Crisis. I would say the very distro catalog back in the day would refer to this very lovingly as edge metal. And I think kind of a joke term, but I think that's fair. It's like Florida death metal by way of Florida, vegan, straight edge hardcore kids. And you look at the picture there and how 90s hardcore is that, right? Look at the hair, the headbands, the necklaces. I mean, it's just great. And I think from this is one of those bands where they were very socially conscious. It wasn't just songs about being vegan or straight edge, but there were a lot of very clear and articulate beliefs, right? I mean, you can even tell by the song titles there. This was released on Good Life, and Good Life out of Belgium was responsible for putting out a ton of crucial records and bands of this stripe back in the day. It's on beautiful seafoam green vinyl or turquoise. I don't really know. I don't have my color wheel in front of me, but Morning Agajn, if you're one of my hardcore friends, we've probably talked about this band quite a bit. If you're an Instagram follower, you've definitely seen me post about this, but I just think this is just a ripper from beginning to end. It avoided the trappings that would plague later metallic hardcore from Florida, Poison the Well, in that it is raw and intense and not full of a bunch of bullshit. Just a crucial record. And when we think about this music and this culture and this scene, right? There's a note here from the band that I think I'll read because I think a lot of us share these sentiments, and for people that are maybe not a part of the scene, you can kind of get a sense of like certainly where I'm coming from and where the band's coming from. But they have in the insert here, this is our lives, this is where we belong. Nobody outside the band can understand this, and we don't expect them to. Sometimes our friends that come see us play may be able to feel this with us, but nobody can truly understand it. Nobody understands why this is what we think about all day and night. Nobody can understand that for us now it is a necessary part of our existence. It is the only thing in the world that has ever been able to deliver me true happiness. No matter how good something else is in my life, it never lasts, or I end up disappointed with it eventually. With Morning Agajn, I'm able to express how I think and feel and not be let down. I'm happy to have finally found the people who feel the same as I do about the band, the people that want it and need it to be happy. This is what we love. This is what we live for. It is the purest expression of us, and nobody will ever take it from us. And you can hear that when you listen to this record. I just think this is hands down, certainly one of my all-time favorite records, one of my all-time favorite bands. I think this is probably the best stuff they did, certainly better than the LP on Revelation. The stuff with Kevin right here, the second singer, is the best. I think, he is up there with Rennie from Starkweather as far as like my all-time favorite extreme music vocalists. But just a total, I'll use this word again, just a ripper from beginning to end. Like if I hear this record, I'll never, if it comes on shuffle, I'll never turn it off. Anyway, peace.